Good afternoon, traders. Hopefully, everyone is having a great day today. Three market indices, a little mix. We had the Nasdaq up, the Dow, and the S&P both down. Now, before we get into the show, I really do want to thank all my subscribers. I really do appreciate you guys tuning in and watching. All right, guys. With that said, before we do that, I do want to talk a little bit about trade sizing to be a successful trader. Guys, you know what? To be a successful trader, you have to do one of two things. First, as we always talk about, is trade location, knowing when to get in, when to get out, why you're getting in, trading off certain key levels. And then secondly is trade size, guys. Remember this, and you will be a successful trader. Don't ever trade or don't ever lose more than 1% of your total investment. Okay, that's it. Very simple. If you remember those two things, you will be a successful trader. All right, guys, let's go right into the SPY. As you know, anyone who saw that recap from Friday's show or checked out my Sunday's Eric's Best Pick video, you do know we were in this overbought situation. I kind of like the way that we didn't, violently go down today. I did say from that show, if we start seeing a takeout of that previous day's low after hitting that upper Bollinger Band, there's probably going to be a little more of a sell-off going forward. Now, guys, we can chop around here real nicely. It looks like let's hope that this 10 SMA holds. And then worst case scenario, we know what key levels to trade off of, right? So the first one's going to be that 10 SMA right here. Then secondly, that midpoint Bollinger Band right down here, right around 361, let's call it. And then worst case scenario, right all the way down here at that 50-day moving average or that value area high, which happens to be the same right around there. Let's call it at 348. Okay, guys, remember those key levels if you are trading. All right. With that said, let's go into the three stocks that look really good going into tomorrow with these really nice defined levels and risk reward setups. First one's going to be ESPR. ESPR had a really bad day today, but then again, them having a bad day means we have an opportunity to buy the stock not only cheaper, but at a good place where we know where our risk reward setup is. Okay, so I drew this descending trend line going all the way back from early February when we hit that 52-week high. Tried a few times to get above it, guys, never did up until now, and then finally it popped its head last week. Now we're back down here at this lower level channel right here, and guys, now this lower level of this channel has to hold. Okay, so for tomorrow, I would again be a buyer, maybe not right at the open, see how it shakes out first, but maybe after that first 30-minute candle on the upside, if it does take it out, then use this lower channel right here, this lower right there, or any break below that would be my out. So that would happen to be at 27.50. Okay, guys. So watch that very carefully tomorrow. Be a buyer on a little bit of strength, but if you do, remember to take your stop up to 27.50. Okay, that is ESPR. If you do that, I think the risk reward setup is really nice. All right, guys. Let's go into the next one. Next one is going to be TLRY. This is one that we've played in the past. I still own it. I don't want to give you all the backstory about the congressional hearing and the and the House passing the cannabis bill and the pop yesterday and all that. Let's just trade the technicals real quickly. So if you do remember, I did say watch that low $8 range. There's going to be a lot of support. And sure enough, today we did hold that 802. We're only 20 cents from that 802 level or that $8 level, guys. So if we do see a break below that 802 or today's low, guys, we have to target this 200-day moving average right here or that point of control. They happen to be right around the same, which is right around 750. So there's going to be a lot of support at that 750, 760 level because it so happens to be also where that 9 SMA on that weekly is too, right? So let me zoom in real quickly. Take a look, guys. That 9 SMA right down here is at 754. So again, any break below that $8 mark tomorrow, you should see a ton of support all the way down to that 750, 760. That should be that last capitulation, getting traders out of this name. But there will be other traders stepping in and buying this name right around this level. So watch that very carefully. Hopefully tomorrow we gap and go and we continue, and I will add to this on strength, maybe a takeout of today's high. But for right now, I will either buy on strength on to see that, or buy some on some weakness all the way down here at 760. Okay, guys, that is TLRY. Last stock that came on my list a while back, had some decent volume, went up, pulled back. Now, again, guys, this is a very high beta, high volatile name. Essentially, it is a penny stock, but the setup is so nice that I do want to, share it with you guys. It is SGBX, as you can see. If you take a look, this is closed. It hasn't closed this high in about 6 months. So this is actually a really good sign. As you can see, we're above that 10 SMA. We're right here, right at that value area high, which is extremely important. We don't have too many shares above us, so that resistance, people selling into any strength, is not going to be there. So watch this, watch this for tomorrow. The only thing I don't like is that 50-day moving average is not above that 200-day moving average right now. But as time goes out and this stays in this range, this 50-day moving average is ascending, and it will cross that 200-day moving average if my calculations were right in about 5 to 10 trading days, and then we'll have that nice beautiful setup of where that 10 is above the 50 and that 50 is above that 200-day moving average. We are going to be above that value area high, and everything looks poised for this to go higher. Okay, guys? And volume is really good too, so everything looks really good. So again, what's my risk reward? I'd be a buyer above that first 30-minute candle, and then use this 309 or that 10 SMA right down here as your stop out price. Any close below that. All right, guys, that is SGBX. All right, everyone, thank you so much for joining me on this beautiful Monday afternoon. Again, my name is Eric, and please, if you like the show, subscribe. If you have a comment or you have any questions, just leave them down below. I will get right back to you with any questions you may have. Again, thank you so much. Let's have a great night. We'll see you again here tomorrow. And remember, trade smart and be safe.